Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Kimberly Green. I'm the chair of the Masters of Arts of Education curriculum team, and I am the faculty advisor in general for your teaching and learning mastery portfolio. There have been a handful of questions that all kind of seem to fall into the same several categories. And as it is summer 2016, most faculty are on vacation. So this is a down and dirty kind of trying to answer your questions before you even reach out for an answer on them. All right. It's not a perfect video. There'll be noise in the background because there's construction all around me, but I promise it'll be worth your time. So the first thing you need to do is get the handbook. And we've had issues recently with people using an old version of the handbook. Okay, the handbook was updated somewhere around November of 2015, but there still seem to be old versions of it out there. So please make sure you're using the most recent one. Off of the My Brandman page, if you go to Academic Resources, you need to scroll down and go to the SOE page. All right, School of Education. And this will then take you to the SOE Services page where you're looking for the MAE, not the MAT, the MAE, Master of Arts in Education. Okay, and then we scroll down a little bit more, and here we go. The teaching and learning, not the educational leadership. I've had a handful of people grab the wrong one. So I'm specifically talking about teaching and learning. Now, guys, here's one thing that a lot of people seem to kind of miss. This is not simply a hoop to jump through. Your portfolio is not just a transportation device to get all your signature assignments in one place and then hand them over. There, I'm done. You've done all the work in the individual classes, but as a singular, summative demonstration of mastery, each one of those signature assignments is a key artifact that you use to help respond to a specific prompt that is based upon the program learning outcome, the PLO, that is the heart and soul of each part of your program. Step back for a moment. Each one of the core classes that you took was not just learn more knowledge. Each one built upon each other in a fashion that was truly designed to empower you to move to the next level in your depth of understanding, in your scope of understanding. Notice I keep using that word. You've taken all your courses and 609. We're really looking for understanding here, not just the accumulation of knowledge. And when you go through the individual prompts for each section's narrative, you have to recognize that's what this is about. Not simply, I did the work, now I have to write some narrative. That narrative is crucial. That narrative is you saying in front of a body of professors that through all of the experiences I had, and through my choice of the signature assignment artifact, one other artifact, and if you choose to have a third artifact, you have to have two, you may have up to three. You have truly grown in, again, depth of understanding as well as skill and knowledge and reflection and ability to continue learning. That's what your narratives are all about. Not just, yeah, I did it. You need to clarify through answering the prompts for each individual section. Not just, yeah, I got it, but how? And what is it that the assessors should be looking for in your artifacts that helps clarify just how brilliantly and beautifully and richly and in a multifaceted way you have come to understand the program learning outcome, the core objective that that section of your learning of your program was all predicated upon empowering you to come to a master's level of skill, knowledge, understanding, depth, the whole 9 yards. So when you go through the handbook, please, please do this carefully. All right, each individual section has a prompt. And again, you want to think of the prompt as your oral defense that yes, this is why I truly deserve to have the title of Master of Arts in Education, because here's what I truly understand about research, and here's how I came to understand it through the signature assignment from 608, and here's what you should look for in that, and another artifact, here's what you should look for in that, and another artifact. All of that goes into your response to the prompt. All right. Now, several people, the ethics was changed because we moved around signature assignments when we recognized that there was too much in one area, ethics was getting not enough attention in another. We combined it. So there are two options for your ethics prompt and your ethics signature assignment artifact. Again, you have to come at this with the right mindset or you're setting yourself up for trouble. This is not just a hoop. This is the demonstration of mastery. The portfolio is to be a portfolio, not just a transportation device for your papers. Which is why, guys, which is why you are asked for each narrative to first write it in a Word doc. APA, clean. What does that mean? It means double spaced. It means proper margins. If you cite a book, an author, a video, you need to cite them properly in the body, APA, in the body of your narrative, and in a references section at the bottom. Now, do you absolutely have to? No. But again, think of this as your defense in front of a body of professors. When you can include a citation, whether it's a quote, a paraphrase, a summary, to something key in the class, a text, a video, something from the class that maybe a professor said or a peer said, when you cite something specific, you make your case much stronger. Again, simply having a body of A papers does not mean that you're done. Those are the crucial things you had to do and experience and explore and all of that to get to this point. But this is a big deal. And I'm not saying that to try and scare you. I'm saying that because I'm seeing, and remember, I can't actually look at your work. I can coach you, I can answer your questions, I can talk to you, but there's a line, and WASC is very clear with that line. I can't correct your work. I can't look at what you're doing and say, ooh, you got to fix this, you got to fix that. I can offer advice, I can offer you counsel, I can coach. But here's from what I'm hearing that people are coming at this with the perspective that, well, I just got to answer these questions and then I'm done. No. And then, sorry, here's the reality. Those are the people that end up coming back and going, I didn't pass, I don't understand. So please heed these words. Each one of these, you want to respond as meaningfully as you can to the prompt. Include what in your artifacts helps you understand the PLO, number 1, research, and answer the prompt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? When you look at the rubric, notice that section 8 is your choice of artifacts. So you really want to pick stuff that you can write about meaningfully, that truly does represent your growth and understanding. Now, here's another thing to be clear. It doesn't all have to be perfect and wonderful, because sometimes we learn the most through our biggest mistakes. So if you include a snapshot from a discussion board and your inclusion in that for the section is, I want artifact number 2, if you look at it, you'll recognize I came into that class thinking research was something that truly didn't have much relevance for a 3rd grade teacher. You can see from what I originally wrote, I came at it from this perspective. However, now my perspective is blah, blah, blah. And when you look at my signature assignment for 608, you can see how I grew, blah, blah. You want to demonstrate growth. You're human. This isn't about spit polished and I came into this program perfect. You were supposed to learn throughout the program. Don't be afraid to do that. But back to the APA. You write your narratives in a Word doc. Make sure they're APA, a cite, a quotation. Please, I'm telling you, it makes the case stronger for the assessors, right? It makes the case stronger for the assessors because it's that much more of an academic face you're putting on to demonstrate that you have indeed earned the right to hold a master's degree. So that's a very positive thing to do. Write it in Word, attach it to the proper area in the portfolio, copy the words, copy the text, paste them onto the page in live text, because then it looks like a portfolio. Your assessors can quickly read it. That makes them happy. They will check, they'll quickly, while they're reading, they can download and check APA after they've already read the text. When you do not copy and paste the words in, number one, it doesn't look like a portfolio. It really does just look like a transportation device. That's like showing up at a job interview wearing dirty clothes. You're not prepared. This has to look professional. Copy your text, paste it in. It even says where to do it, okay? Then, remember, APA gets checked. That is the final in the mechanics section on the rubric. So when you go through, look at that rubric. I can't tell you how many people have come back to me after not successfully passing, and when I said what happened, they're like, well, blah, 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 and they describe the portfolio. I'm like, were the narratives APA? They're like, oh, I didn't pay much attention to that. Did you add the text in where it belonged? Oh, well, I just attached it. Guys, you've got to read this. This is your defense. Please, I'm telling you this because I want you to be successful. We want you to be successful. So you notice you've got each individual section. Each section, you write your narrative, right? Written analysis to the prompt, post your written response, and upload the document as an attachment for each section. All right, now I've been asked about the word response. Is 750 the limit? Yes. I mean, here's the reality. If it's close to 750 words, if it goes over just a little bit, nobody's going to bust you on that. The problem is, if you write 5 pages of text, that clearly to the naked eye is not 750 words. It's a far more powerful demonstration of understanding to be succinct and rich and relevant in your words than to go on for 5 pages. So yeah, the limit is there for a reason. You can go for a little bit, but not 875 words. As close to 750 as you can. If the naked eye can see the difference, you need to pare it down. All right, so I hope this has helped, and go for it. Enjoy. Make yourself look the best you can. Thank you.